I lost the keys to the getaway car. Anyway, what I want to get away for? Saturday night in the city, Kezar Pavilion. This is the place where it's all going down. Title belt on the line. BCL Central Championship basketball game. Hailing from Hayes Valley with the blue and red trim. Coming into this championship bout with an 11-1 league record, the International Jaguars. Their only league loss came against tonight's opponent. With an identical 11-1 league record, they only dropped one league game as well, also to tonight's opponent, as these two teams split the regular season series. Hailing from the Mo, there's only one way they know, and that's the Gateway. The two best in the BCL Central do battle in this championship bout to find out who is the bestest of the best. And now, the reason why we are here for Off and Running. Connor McGuire, Electric Avenue, in stride to Rain Seville Welch. Won't you take me to Funky Town? Won't you take me to getting down for the funk of it? Dejan Mayfield don't funk around. How you like me now? Rainmaker bringing down more than just precipitation. 3-point thunder come with. Wyatt Grunland Lanuza will use every possible angle and release point to feed the berry to the bear. And it's good night Irene when Devin Smith gets it that deep in the paint. 30-21. That's not the score, that's the combination to success. Will, Seville, Welch, Parja, Ajama, hooks. The main factor in this international equation, Connor McGuire spinning and putting it in, and he's going federal, baby! In a single game earlier this year, Connor knocked down 14 three-pointers. He's the total package, baby. Sample, example, this shot from the corner. His aim is true all day, every day, all the time, 24/7. And he ain't through by a long shot, if you know what I'm saying. He's lining it up again and has it measured down to the millimeter. That's the way you do it. But guess what, party people? Matching him toe-to-toe, blow-to-blow, every single step you take. Dejan Mayfield, half, no fear. 12-12 deadlock. Time running out in the first quarter. Mayfield, let's do it again. He puts his team up 15-12 at the end of the well, maybe. All 5 Jaguar players involved in breaking the press. Will Seville Welch on the business end of the break. No, he won't. Yes, he is. Oh, man, we starting already. They got names, people. They got names. It's just words. It's just words. And is this a harbinger of things to come? Well, I don't know, because I really don't even know what that word means. Nonetheless, Gateway up by 1. Second quarter commence. Bringing it home from beyond Thunderdome and having himself a night. W. Seville killing it from every spot on the floor, sir. Mayfield swerving and serving up court. Quick dish, Hassan Abrams floater, teardrop, coming down. Sometimes you get the wealth, sometimes you share the wealth. Hassan to Wyatt Dirty, and he's all the way live when he crosses over to the other side. Parsa Ajami takes on the teeth of the defense. He gets knocked down, but he gets up again with 2 more points in his statistical scoring column. And who is that over there? Who is that? Somebody get me my glasses! I should have known. Killer Will Seville. And big man ain't just for clearing out down low in the post anymore. Devin Smith, hardwood bump. Diego Flores goes jumping the night. Living up to the hype. International going federal on them. Up by 2, 28-26 at the midway point of this championship contest. And nowadays, I enjoy halftime just as much as the game itself. Kids flood out onto the floor and get to do the most natural and joyous thing in life. Play. Play while you have the chance. Seems like every neighborhood in San Francisco is represented out there on the court. And everyone is doing just fine. They don't know hate. That's something that's taught. So yeah, I take it personal when those who don't know talk disparagingly about my city, our city, the city I love. Sure, we have our problems, but from my window, the view I look out upon is folks getting along and looking out for one another. So when they say, "Where is the love?" I say, open your eyes. Here is the love. Let us move on. Back to the action on the floor. Devin Smith says, "Come here, little fella," and rips that ball away. He puts it in the jukebox of life, and the tune that plays is definitely 2 points worth. Dejan pushing all the right buttons and flipping all the right switches. He activates Oscar Morales, and Oscar brings home the bacon. And he's got more game in his game. The rebound and the big putback. And there ain't no lackness in his Macness. He's attacking again, dropping dime on his friend, Zachariah Papadopoulos. Yeah, I said it again, Papadopoulos. You can't stop the Papadopoulosness. That forces International to call the TO group chat time. And when times are tough, you got to get it in the hands of your boys. McGuire flying in there with reckless abandon, living for the moment, and the moment is never too big for him. The elder Seville is coming along for the ride. He sees a slice of sunlight and seizes the moment to carpe diem 2 more for him. Dejan Mayfield like a slushie from 7-Eleven, ice cold, and you can come and get it anytime you want. And it's the Gators who are living just enough for the city. Up 1, 40-39, spinning the vinyl into the fourth and usually final. Check your vitals. Ba-bum, 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 ba-bum. This is for the title. McGuire on fire. Connor, your honor. Boom, boom, boom. He brings down the gavel from 3-point hood. The Jaguars snatch a 4-point lead. The Gators promptly bite back. Oscar Morales is good to go with moves to show for your viewing pleasure. Hassan Abrams does not wilt under the pressure. He steps up and ties this puppy back up 44-44. And the freshmen starting at the varsity level ain't through. Rebound. Swoop de la Hoop to put his team back up a deuce. And then they feed the beast. Oscar Morales slipping sick nickels to Devin Smith. And Devin, don't mess. To the middle to dissect for Connor. Rubber coin to Cozzolino. Where you been? He puts another dime in the jukebox, baby. And sinks his free throw for the back in the day way to make 3 points in just 1 play. Hassan responds. He's got it going on with a sweet tune and the baseline beat. We are all tied up. 53-53. 5.1 left in the fourth quarter. Is that enough time for International to do their thing? Yes, maybe, no. Release milliseconds after the buzzer. And Ovaltine is what it's gonna take to satisfy somebody's thirst for the championship trophy. I made a mistake from over there, and I made a mistake from over there, and you win. You made the most mistakes all game. Just messing. Great crew. So wind that clock, DJ, and let it rock and roll. It is the International who takes off like a rocket ship to the moon. That was Parja. And then frantically but expertly making their way through the full court press. And it's Parja again. Parja again. The Jags score the first 10 in OT to put themselves in prime position, up double digits with under a minute left. Wyatt Dirty ain't going out like that. He keeps swinging away, lands the 3 to cut it to 7. And Mayfield ain't throwing in the towel. He steals and deals, deadly in the open court. But there just ain't enough ticks and talks left on that clock for a Gator comeback. It's them Jaguars who are back on top. They win by 6 in a fiercely competitive contest and on the strength of a 15-point overtime period. They outlast their rivals to bring the BCL championship back home to the International School of San Francisco.
Let's just talk about staying calm during the game and especially during crunch time. How do you do that?
Well, you know, we practice these exact scenarios in practice. So in practice, you know, we're all used to these situations since we go over it day and day. So when it comes to the game, we're prepared.
How do you trust your teammates in moments like that?
I mean, I've been trusting these guys all year. They've been providing all year. So, I mean, why not trust them in the biggest moment?
Tell me what qualities you possess that make you good at this sport.
Well, I'm a hard worker, so at whatever level I go to, I'm going to keep working harder.
And in general, I know a good kid when I see one. They offer Connor the trophy, but he calls over one of his boys instead to hoist it high in celebration of their victory.
What did you learn from this game tonight or any time during the season? What have you learned?
I learned that after the loss, you just got to keep your head up and keep going. And then we got to just put in more work next year and we're going to win the chip.
So sometimes there's people who like to yell at their teammates to get them for whatever reason. Tell me why that's not your approach.
I just don't think it helps their mental game. I think if their mental game is off, then our whole team's going to be off. So I think I'm a pretty nice person, so I like to be nice to my teammates, support my teammates. And I just love supporting my teammates and helping them get better and me get better too.
As far as you being a good teammate, how important is that to the entire thing?
I think it's the most important thing. If we're not a brotherhood, we're not going to be able to win games.
And one more time, just tell me, what are you going to try to do to keep everybody together?
Hey, we're going to go to my boy's house tonight. We're going to eat some good food, and then we're going to be back next week.